Those counts. Oh no. That. Okay. Void salt. Oh, it's the funny ground bone.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Oh, we're about to find out.
Okay, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. She actually did it. Created a portal into the soul camp. Incredible. Are you all right? That looked painful.
It was. What happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is, well, hungry, for a lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
There's no way in them.
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Are you saying that I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I'd guess.
There has to be another way.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
And they kill me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. That might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
Those are my only options?
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way. Something that would be easier for you. Just know that, whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
So, we have two choices. Either we become a vampire, or we trap our soul. This one a heck of a choice, though. Okay.
Well, looks like some other guests have taken over since my mother left.
Oh, soul trap me.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn.
You're right. Nope.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
Was she completely?
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still. Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing.
Reduce medical regen, reduce stamina. Oh, that's something else.
The smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly. Ugh, the smell here. I frankly thought it wouldn't smell like anything. But looks like we'll be dealing with the smell of rot while we're here. Lovely. If she really is here. I wonder how my mother managed to deal with it.
I'll deal with it all. I deal with it all the time.
How do you manage to deal with it then?
A walking corpse, you don't smell terrible.
Me? I smell like nightshade and snowberries.
I want to have a word with the trader who sold you this perfume.
Oh, you know what? You should be talking.
What do you mean?
I have a heightened sense of smell, you know. If you think you smell like blossoms after frolicking in a fetid cave, you are sorely mistaken. But, hey, you're actually not too bad. For a goldenrod.
Well, you're a snowback.
Porker face.
Milk drinker.
Well, that is just not true anymore. We're being awfully carefree, aren't we? I mean, for being trapped in a realm of oblivion with no guaranteed return. It's nice, really. To just have fun. Have someone who can help me forget about about old prophecies, Elder Scrolls, betrayals, and this awful God's curse reek. About all of this, even for a brief moment. I'm starting to like you, okay? You're growing. And what I said is true. All right, let's do this. That's enough out of you.
Holy husk. Where are we supposed to be going?
All right, let's do this. Are you all right? Let me know if you need anything.
Quickly stifled with a sound over 100 wings rising from the Yada was an entire colony of cliff racers, and they were out for blood. Perhaps the thing had led me right to the nest and sacrificed itself with the intent of feeding me to its brood. It was a trap. The damn things have become much too clever. Knowing this was likely to end, I jumped down from the sill strider and hit the back of its leg with them.
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful, like they're still suffering. The air, the ground. This is all wrong.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
I'm done. Who's Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
How can I help him?
Arvak! Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
All right then.
It's kind of difficult to find somebody in this. In all this. Interrupts the soul then affecting the soul link.
If my family misses me. I wonder if they're still alive. How much time has passed?
Or she...
have here? Someone with flesh on their bones.
What's the matter with you?
Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers. How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were phony? Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
That's how you got here.
You got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word. I used to be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. People would track me down just to see what I had for sale.
Got anything left?
Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win you any friends around here.
Must be something you want.
I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along. The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly fungus-looking things growing out of the ground. Bring me, say, 25 of them, and you can rummage through what was left on my cart.
Fair enough. What do you have?
Odds and ends I've gathered over the years. Well, used to gather, before all of this nonsense happened to me. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal. If you have the husks.
I have 25.
No husks, no sale. Guess you have some scavenging to do.
How many do we get on these? So we have 4. Yeah, we got 1/5.
Can't I just die? I fear I'm cursed to walk this desolate land forever.
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong. Let's just find my mother and get out of here, quickly.
Mm-hmm. Easier said than done. Ten more.
Well, you asked for it.
Nice man.
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong. Let's just find my mother and get out of here, quickly.
Thank you.
Let's keep moving. I feel like we're being watched.
Oh, we have enough soul husk now.
The air, the ground. This is all wrong.
Come on, let's go back. I find a horse head is or skeleton. It's like okay.
Brought some soul husks? Sure, got plenty. What am I gonna do with it?
Skeleton.
Sure, here you go. Can't understand a word of it. Maybe it will do you some good.
Gets to receive 10 layers of tough plant skin, each increasing maximum health by 18 points. It's gonna fall off over the course of 30 seconds. Okay. And that's jolly. If it's not on the path, then I'm not gonna find it. I'm gonna run all over the place looking for it. But I saw a horse then, I was thinking like, yay, but yeah.
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong. Let's just find my mother and...
Well, you asked for it. That's enough out of you. Well, you asked for it. That'll teach you.
I feel terrible for the dead who end up here for eternity. Seems awful. You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place. You'd be wrong. Let's just find my mother and get out of here quickly. Let's keep moving. I'll be watched. Mother? Mother!
Maker. It can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
It's no ruse, I want to keep her safe.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
That's why I'm here, for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
How does Serena fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
tyranny of the sun requires Serena's blood?
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Are you saying Harkon means the killer?
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I would never allow that to happen.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
I need your help.
Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers.
Serena's opinion in this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here because we're abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
Rana believes in me, why won't you?
Serana, this stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you! I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So, to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about? You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different. But in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again, but I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Do you have this Elder Scroll with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
What do we need to do?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
Interesting.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
How did you become imprisoned here?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
What was the bargain?
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
They tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
And you become trapped.
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
You've been in prison here for all this time?
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game. Each watching the other to see which will give in.
leave the soul cairn. Can I safely return?
As you've been traveling in the soul cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the soul cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
Who are the ideal masters?
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the soul cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance.
What do they resemble?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the soul cairn. I believe there's more to it than that.
How so?
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form. Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
And the crystals?
Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
Why would they require sustenance?
The Ideal Masters' weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
So the masters provide in return?
The ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the Ideal Masters wind up here, as harvested souls.
Why haven't you pursued the prophecy?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
What sort of attention?
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
You prefer living in the shadows?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
Yeah.
Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison. I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know what I mean.
Boom, boom, boom.
Who's there?
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
Okay, let's see.
can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know what I mean.
Nope, don't know what you mean. Next.
All right, let's do this. I'm not some... Well, you asked for it. All right, let's do this.
Tree in the way?
I'm not someone to be trifled with.
One more to go. Okay, that was page 5. What's that again? I guess it's gonna be one of these. hard to see what you're gonna find all these notes at.
I can't believe I lost those pages. What do you want? It is.
What are you doing?
How does anyone expect me to write my opus with all of these rude interruptions? Good riddance. Damn it, how could I be so foolish?
Who's there?
Are you alright? Let me know if you need anything. Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
Working on it.
Who's there?
Close quarters it is then.
Ashes. All right, let's do this.
You have my back, and I'll have yours.
All right, let's do this.
Oh, you're... The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
All right, let's do this. That'll teach you. Who's there?
There they are.
Good night.
The barrier should be...
barrier should be. Should be, could be, who knows?
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive.
Are you able to give us a skull now?
Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
Boneyard.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
The Elder Scroll is just a bit.
Wait, I hear something.
It's Dirk. He's here. Where'd you come from?
Dead. So?
Come on. She's leading us to the scroll.
Oh, no, he doesn't have a soul. You get a soul. You get a soul.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
What makes you say that?
Volumes written on Durnevere alleged that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless
Go on.
the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
How long will that take?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
That's it. That's the last scroll. Come on, let's take it to Dexium. I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you... I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone.
Okay.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. If there's anything I can do before you depart, you must let me know.
Can you help get my soul back?
So my daughter applied some of the lessons I taught her about necromancy, did she? Don't worry. I think I can help you.
Good, I could use all the help I can get.
Your soul essence was trapped inside a gem. When you and Serana entered the soul cairn, it was given to the Ideal Masters as payment. You simply need to retrieve the gem. The moment you touch it, your soul essence will be restored.
Any idea where it could be?
There's an offering altar not terribly far from here. I'm willing to bet that the gem you're looking for is there. Is there anything else? Could be your last chance.
You staying here?
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
We'll return for you when we can.
I appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
I'm glad we found the scroll, but I wish she could come with us.
Well, let's get our soul back and get back to Tamriel. I mean, we are gonna have to fight probably him in the end. Just see him.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father. Come on, let's go home.
Not supposed to die, or?
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
Thought you were dead.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
Why are we speaking?
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors. And I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or vanquisher in your tongue.
Find you equally worthy.
Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
What kind of favor?
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Master. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
Stopping you.
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
And how could I help?
I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum.
Call your name in Tamriel? That's it?
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Why do you call me Quinarin?
In my language, the Quinarin is the vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle.
Fellow Dova. I'm not a dragon.
Even in the Soul Cairn, the defeat of the World Eater has reached my ears, Dovahkiin. You may not be Dova, but the defeat of Alduin earns you the right of title.
How did you end up in the Soul King?
There was a time when I called Tamriel
See,
my
I have to keep nodding like
but
this.
those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles.
Part of all that?
I was, but unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Gillan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy.
So you sought the Soul King for answers.
The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
But didn't tell you she was immortal.
I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul.
That's why you're free now?
Free? No. I have been here too long, Quinarin. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
Oh! We got so now we have two pet dragons then. glasses.
Come on, let's go home.
Yes.
Come on, let's go home. The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
But, get the skull. And let's see, so I don't think I ever done this place. I don't remember this place at all.
Well, you asked for it. That's you.
Arvak! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvak for me. Such a good horse. Farewell.
I'm glad we found the scroll, but I wish she could come with us.
Oh, promotion dragon sold to a perk point. Didn't even think about that one. I guess the horse called here then someone's in. Nope. Our usual horse. Sorry you had to walk, okay?
I'm not someone to trust.
There must be some way to go in here. There must be some kind of.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal
Hey,
with my
out of my
father.
way.
Oh, it's on. I'm not someone to be trifled.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father. The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
What happens if you go to... Yeah, I was wondering if you can teleport directly from here now. Let's try. Or maybe I can't. Denied. A piece of paper in there. That means I would have to figure out how to open this.
Damn Akaviri shaman. How could I know it would trap my soul?
Freedom. Hold on.
Come on, let's go home.
Our future wife wants us to go home.
I have to admit, I'm impressed. Mr. Pickpocket, you're now part of a thieves' guild.
That I am.
Now, what do you say? Let's kick some things off with this golden glow job. If you haven't already, it might be best to talk to Vex. She might be helpful. I think now would be a good time to talk.
You're finally back.
I wasn't sure we'd
What,
make it
don't
out
you
of
want
there in
a
one piece.
vampire
I know
wife?
this sounds weird, but I felt kind of scared for you. For both of us. The Ideal Masters could do anything, really. They could have trapped us there for one. I wouldn't like to be a hostage for eternity. Again.
Gullible vampire believes in some unseen forces, huh?
Maybe you're a pile of talking script jelly. The Ideal Masters are real. Everything I said about the soul cairn was real. There are trapped souls, cryptic, floating entities. We fought an undead dragon. What we saw basically spelled out everything I had read about that place. The soul cairn, realm of oblivion as ruled by the Ideal Masters. And, of course, you didn't see them. They're called unseen for a reason. Ugh. Wait. You're just messing with me, aren't you?
Well, at least you had better company than Elder Scroll this time.
It's not funny. Maybe next time, I'll be the one to personally soul trap and place you in the soul cairn. See how you take that.
With dignity and panache, of course.
You really don't give up, do you? Seriously. I'm just glad it's all over. I know I can be moody sometimes, but
Sometimes?
honestly, I appreciate that you're keeping our spirits up. Thanks. Look, there is something I'd like to tell you, and I really feel like now's the time. Do you like me? Not just as a friend, but as something else? I think you know what I mean.
I think you know how I feel.
Then, hopefully this won't be awkward.
Aww. Two of you kiss, that's all we get.
Wow. It's nice, actually. You are so nice and oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to
You feel, Serena?
I feel free for once. I didn't mean to jump you like that. I just wanted to do it my way this time. To conquer my fear and do the very thing that still gives me nightmares on my terms. It had to be someone I trust. It had to be you. I used to see intimacy as a way to deceive, to take advantage, and most of all, to demonstrate power, control, domination, degradation. It's like, all my life I've only ever seen a facade. I just wanted to experience what it's really meant to be like for once. With you.
It's like Caloria then.
Thank
He wants
you
to be
for
controlled,
that.
dominated. And...
You're back.
I mean, you're back.
I thought you were dead, or something happened, or I thought...
Okay, so we have a deceased. Do I have anything to break disease? We have to... We have to actually have a potion. It won't do anything. Okay, so let's see. Why can't I? See if you can get this.
You... So... what now?
I think we should rest. It's been a long day.
I agree. Let's get some sleep.
So, first I want to learn a word.
Hey, so...
This is Serena.
As an Altmer, I know most of you are astute mages. Is that why you produce wine that's so damn good? Sometime back when I was still mortal, my parents ordered an entire keg of Altmer Golden Pear wine. And yes, I know my parents were weird, but like any other Nord royalty, they did like their wine. Anyway, what I did next was probably the most stupid and one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. One afternoon, I snuck down into the cellar while everyone was asleep, and I thought, maybe I should have a quick swig of this. And the next thing I knew, I was laying flat on my belly with both my parents yelling at me. I supposedly finished the entire keg.
Was it already amusing?
Yes, it was, but getting hungover really isn't. You're back. I thought you were dead, or something happened, or I thought...
You know what? This is gonna be disturbing if she's gonna keep doing that, so let's just go over here. Can't fast travel now? Win.
You're back. I thought you were dead, or something happened, or I thought...
Okay. Stop blabbering for a moment now, dear.
Stay away! This isn't what I want.
Never saw anything like this back on the island.
I'm sorry.
By the blood. Immersive Pure. That slippery bastard. He managed to fool all of us. for all this time, but now that we have this journal translated, we can bring him to justice. Let's follow Carlia's lead and head back to the Ragged Flagon.
We dealt with him. Oh, she's behind. Oh, you motherfucker.
Oh, yes. Yes! You've fallen for my trap!
Who's there? Ashes to ashes.
Yeah, fully trapped, and then you get slapped to pieces, little buddy. Yay, 8 of 24. Woohoo!
I need to talk with you.
Oh no. Away.
I need to talk with you.
Oh, you don't. Up this way. Another chance.
Nice job. Anything good?
I would have thought it would be opening here somehow.
I need to talk with you.
But there wasn't. Or I couldn't see it at least. Let's see where we come out when we go out this way.
So, it's finally over? Finally. We should get back to the Thieves Guild. Your family is probably waiting for you. Are you alright?
Yeah, it looks like I'm fine.
That was a close one. I didn't expect to be jumped on like that. And those ridiculous masks they wore. Very tacky. Good to know that cultists will always be the same, no matter what era. Could I read that note you've been reading? Thanks. I recall an old book about this cult in the castle's library. This Mirak, though. I've read some stories about him. He was supposed to be the first Dragonborn who ever lived. He was around long before even I was. This might be worth looking into. You're back. I thought you were dead, or something happened.
You know.
What about Alduin? Is he gone?
It's gone for sure, my love.
I feel so relieved. I should have never doubted you. Oh, to be proven wrong has never felt better. Welcome back, my love.
Told you I would come back there.
Now, don't you ever scare me like that again. I'd like to spend a little more time with the love of my life, you know. And I won't have you flying off to Sovngarde too soon. Not on my watch. Ready when you are.
I don't know what she's talking about quite. It's not like I've been anywhere without her. It's not the place though. Oh, you love it. Smoochy poochie. Yep, we're gonna get some more coffee and then talk to Dexian. Right back. Laura can enjoy the view of our future wife Serana. Okay,
I trust your journey was successful.
Broke their scrolls.
I'm sorry, my friend. I can no longer be of use in this matter.
Why, what happened?
It's my fault. In my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong.
Now.
Now I am paying for it.
Covering on your eyes, are you?
Blind? Yes, I'm afraid so.
Can anything be done to help you?
No. It will have to run its course. And there's always the chance I may never recover.
Then we are finished.
No, there is another way. The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Oriel's bow?
So what do I need to do?
I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries.
Don't worry about that, just tell me.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek.
Explain this ritual.
It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls.
Carefully guarded the bark? How?
In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you.
Do I need to read the scrolls in any particular order?
From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy.
How's a moth related to Elder Scrolls?
Well, as I'm sure you figured out by now, it's no mere coincidence that we're named Moth Priests. The voice of the Ancestor Moth has always been an integral part of reading the Elder Scrolls.
Moths barely make a sound, let alone speak.
Oh, the moths don't literally read the scrolls, but they maintain a connection to ancient magic that allows the moth priests to decipher them. If you listen closely when you find the glade, you should be able to hear their song, a soft, harmonious trilling. It's through this ancestral chorus that the moths tap into a form of primal augur and become a conduit for deciphering the scrolls.
Does it help the moth priest?
By having the ancestor moths close to the moth priest, they can utilize the conduit and share the moth's augury. Only the most resilient of priests can do it this way. It takes years of practice to interpret the harmony.
And how do I even stand a chance?
You've come this far, and you've found several Elder Scrolls. Whether you believe it or not, the scrolls have a mind of their own. If they did not want you to find them, they would not allow it. Be Because of this, I strongly believe you were meant to hear the ancestral chorus. Only one way to find out.
Okay.
Good luck. I hope you find the answers you seek.
I hope we reach the Ancestor Glades soon.
Lovely weather. Unlike how it was outside today.
What now?
I would like to give her a gift.
You're too sweet.
What are we gonna give her? A diamond?
This is amazing, love. I'll be sure to treasure it. Do you need something?
Yes, Serena.
Oh? What is it?
Let's see what all this are. Okay, so you can put her in her home, following distance.
Ready if you want. I'm glad you're here.
I talk to you for a bit.
All right.
How often do you need to feed?
Not that often, really. Being a daughter of Cold Harbor, I can go without blood longer than other vampires. That, and I can also rest to regain my energy. It doesn't fully satiate the appetite, but it staves off hunger for a while. So, don't worry. I won't go feral on you or anything just because I haven't had a daily meal. I also read stories. There was supposedly a vampire in Akavir, which never fed in her entire life? Or whatever you call it. Supposedly, she even protected mortals from her own kind.
Do you think we could relate to them?
Yeah, actually. So, what's on your mind?
Need to do something.
What now? What do you need? Do you need something? Oh? What is it?
Do you have a horse?
Oh, horseback riding. I don't think I do. Never had to travel much back on the island. Though, it wouldn't hurt to try. Tell you what, take me to a stable owner and we can get myself a horse.
How will you even learn to ride it?
We'll cross that hurdle when we get there.
Okay, so now we need to get her a
What now?
horse. Bother you that we're working against your father?
I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when.
It'll be hard for you if we have to kill him.
If. I've been assuming that's where this is all going. I've been trying to make my peace with it. Come on, we can talk about this another time.
You ever want to ask me anything?
Yeah, actually. This might seem a bit heavy,
boy.
but hear me out. What's your outlook on life? What gets you up every morning?
Boner. No. Decided for me to explore new lands and see new things.
Me too. Just getting pens up on that island. Ugh. It feels so good to be outside and adventuring for once.
Okay. We need to get her horsey. Okay, let's get her a horse, then we do. Guess we're gonna run this whole chain now.
I've been meaning to ask, why did you join the Dawn Guard? I've been meaning to ask, why did you join the Dawn Guard?
Vampire stole my family in cold blood.
Oh, that's... I had no idea.
No, how
It's
did you die?
terrible. If this is a touchy subject, then I won't bring it up.
It's fine.
Let's just keep going.
I need a horse for my companion.
Gal like you needs a war horse, I reckon. You always keep us in mind when you need a fresh horse, yeah?
There's a certain vigor in her eyes. I like her. I could either name her Phoenix because of this fire in her eyes, or Nightshade because she also reminds me of the flowers I used to tend to in my mother's garden. I'll let you pick. I've been trying to find the right moment, but here, I got this for you.
I think I'm going Nightshade.
Nightshade it is then. Now, it's time to take you for a ride. Time to test my mettle. Whoa! Easy there. Watch it! Hey, where do you think you're going? Oh no. By the gods, I'm never doing something like this again.
It's okay, Karina. You just need some practice.
You don't say. Could you teach me then? Probably need your help with this one.
Sure thing.
Thanks, and do take it easy.
The next couple of hours you teach Serena how to ride a horse. It's not as frustrating as you initially expected, as she does seem to be a fast learner.
Well, now that's done. I should be able to hold my own now, at least. So the next time you decide to be on horseback, I should be able to catch up.
Okay. do we get up there? Almost looks like I should go from this direction. Or if there's something to the left.
All right, let's do this.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Someone there?
Maybe.
That's enough out of you.
Thank you.
Well, you asked for it.
I'm fine and dandy. Sacrifice a fox to Renji.
This must be the place. Not very impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexian and I are going to have some words when we get back. Wow. Look at this place. No one's been here in centuries. I doubt there's any other place like it in Skyrim. It's beautiful.
Now it's beautiful, huh? The party was all ugly and...
Well, we got the knife. Now all we need to do is track down one of those canticle trees.
Seems like it.
Hope the moths like that bark as much as Dexian said they would. You sure you don't need this? Look at them. They've definitely taken a liking to you. And unless I'm seeing things, you're starting to glimmer.
The Mothman.
Looks like we're on the right track. That might have been what we were waiting for. Let's head back up there and see if we can read the scrolls.
Map or something?
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow.
That felt strange.
I could see it in your eyes. You looked 1,000 leagues away. What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it?
It's in a place called Darkfall Cave.
Then it's almost over. We can finally put an end to this ridiculous prophecy. Where is this Darkfall Cave?
The scrolls gave me its exact location.
Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down.
I was wondering, why do you speak so casually?
What do you mean?
You're a royal vampire. You don't sound nearly as regal as your father.
Well, I guess it's because I never felt that kind of thing was for me. I was always expected to act a certain way, and was never really asked if that was what I truly wanted. I always knew
You asked for it. Expect it.
Yes?
Anything else you want to know about me?
Now that I think of it, there is. What brings you to Skyrim?
I don't know, somehow I just felt drawn here. Destiny, perhaps?
Well, I suppose it must have been. You do seem to always be at the center of things, don't you?
Sometimes so. I wish the world would just leave me alone.
I see. For what it's worth, I'm sorry you got dragged into this whole mess with my family. When this is all over, let's take a break somewhere. Perhaps...
Rana feels more open around you. She now sees you as a friend rather than just an acquaintance.
Ready if you are.
Yeah, that seems a little bit weird. I mean, like talking about feelings. She was feeling for me, and we were saying that we had feelings for her, and then it's like, oh no, we are friends. Yeah? Felt like a step back there. I wonder if this one is going to be repopulated. Let's save. Still at collecting blood from people, that quest doesn't seem to be working.